All right, go ahead. And then tell me when the audio's on.
It's on.
It is?
Yep.
Oh, is it red? We're going?
You going?
Oh, wow. Attention, everybody. The views expressed on this show are not necessarily those of Acts Ministry, Acts Media Group, and or their affiliate and subordinated ministries and or nonprofits. So, without any further ado, please enjoy the show. Here we go. Good morning! Coming to you live from Acts Media Group headquarters, here to beautiful Springfield, Missouri. It's the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay, with your hosts, Matt and Jay. That was different, Anyways, today we got a special guest in the studio with us, the cheesehead himself, Randy Barr. We probably can't I don't know how strict the NFL is on mentioning that kind of stuff, so.
Oh, come on.
It has to do, it's a green and it's a professional football team. There you go. All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Morning Drive with Matt and Jay. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
My name's Randy.
We're glad to have everybody on board with us today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's supposed to be nice today.
Yes.
It's supposed to be like up in the Indies.
My kids come right in that rainy spell. My kids come. They didn't get to see it real nice. I felt bad.
The raining spell?
Yeah, the rainy spell they came in.
Let's see. What's the weather going to be like today? According to the app I'm using, it is 38 degrees right now. The real feel is 33 degrees. With 67% humidity. Wind speed is 7 miles per hour. All right. So that was at 8:06. And so we're looking at a daily. Today is going to be a high of 56 degrees. Tomorrow up into the 60s with the lows down in the upper 30s tonight and tomorrow. And then up in the 40s for the low the day after that on Saturday with a high of 53. Sunday with a high of 58 with a low of 43. And Monday 57 is a high, the low of 24. So it's going to start getting cold again at night, so be sure you bundle up. Get your cotton booties on. It's going to be down into 19 degrees by next Wednesday. 19 degrees for the low. So, but looking ahead, it looks like it's going to be mostly sunny all day today. And then as we get into the night, it's going to drop down into the lower 40s, upper 30s. But it's going to get to be a high of 56 today. Oh,
Matt, we're at the restaurant, and this New York Giants were complaining that the Packers had an advantage because their field was cold and slippery. They live there. It's their producers.
Now, Green Bay, that's in Wisconsin, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's where you're from, is Wisconsin.
Yep.
You can tell, and now your wife, she from Wisconsin also?
Yep.
You can tell her accent's a lot thicker than yours.
So you're Canadians.
Yeah, you're Canadian.
Well, we moved a lot. Colorado Springs, and
that's a running joke every time someone says like Michigan or Wisconsin, or we talk about it. Oh, so basically Canada.
So you're from Canada.
That's even worse.
Is it?
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh
man, I've heard about that. Yeah.
So I got some peppermints in my coffee today. You know those mints that we have here.
Yeah.
And then I stirred them up with a piece of a candy cane. Ooh. So this is really pepperminty.
Pepperminty.
And we'll be introducing you guys to a new member of the group. When I say group, I mean the group of guitars that I have lying around.
Oh yes.
So
nice looking.
Yeah, you guys can only see like part of the neck of it. I guess I could have put it back here so everybody could see it while we're on the show, but I didn't want to take a chance on kicking it over.
Yep.
But, I went ahead and got the, always get the added protection if you can, especially if it's something like full coverage. It's kind of pricey.
Jeremiah Humans is a Canadian too.
Is he? Hey, Jeremiah.
Does it bother you? Does a lot of people think say you're Canadian?
No.
They don't tease you like that?
No, I think that's just
so that's
something.
an original thing for us.
That
huh?
is. Yeah, that is. I believe so. We started something original.
All them northern states except for Maine.
Maine's actually closer to Canada than all the rest of them.
I know. They're not Canadians up there.
That's the main place.
Oh, right. New
I
York, they're not Canadians.
I remember
But
when I
them
lived in
Wisconsins and them.
when I lived in Panama City Beach, Florida, as a kid.
Yeah.
There was an influx of Canadians
Mm-hmm.
there towards the end of summer.
Yeah.
You know, when it's just starting to get like winter
Right.
in Canada, which is really
They're
cold.
like, hey, let's go to Florida.
They do, and I used to swindle them out of Canadian money all the time. I had a huge collection of Canadian bills and Canadian coins. My favorite one was what they call a loon, the loonie. It's a quarter. It's a Canadian quarter, and it's got a loon on the back of it. And it's got, if you flip it over, it's got Queen Elizabeth's bust on it. Not her bust, but her bust. So, you know what I mean? Like her face, her side profile, Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, they used to be back then, anyways. I don't know what it is right now. What is it in Canada now? Since you're from there,
I'm not from there. Well, it's kind of a.
we got to give him
kinda
a hard
looks like
time.
outside of New York, there, the
Steve Schultz.
I can't think of things. That sits in the harbor of New York. It looks a little bit like that now.
Steve Schultz says it'll be a few days before you can leave it in the hot car, Matt.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson, okay?
Okay.
Although that one's you don't have near as much to worry about on the.
Okay,
All right, E. All right, so E, you know, and I've also been watching the Red Green Show a lot. So
Funny.
they use the word "a" in that quite frequently because they are in Canada. In fact,
Right.
brilliant comedy. I mean, you can see where they worked it all out.
Well, I was in Texas once. We lived there too, and I went in just to McDonald's or something, and I saw a hamburger and a Coke. She looks at me, a hamburger and a Coke.
Morning, Rhonda Ray.
She goes, "Oh, cow!" It's really different about down there.
So Rhonda Ray is she works the third shift when I'm not there, and she watches
Morning,
us
Rhonda.
more frequently than we realize because she watches whenever the shows are over. But I actually stopped by work last night and said hi to her because I'm on my way that way anyways. But anyways, yeah, Dr. Paul.
At work, I see her once in a while.
Yeah. Did she know who you were, or did you just
I
happen?
don't know. I don't think so.
How did you know that it was? How did you know that
She said where she worked. She told me she worked at MCI.
MCI? You mean CTI?
CTI, yeah, that's it.
Is MCI even still a thing anymore?
I don't know.
I tried to get a job at their call center selling long distance to people, and in the
Nobody
interview,
wants long distance.
I'm supposed to sell something to them, and I did very, very badly at it.
And they didn't take you.
No, they, no, no.
Right. No.
So,
okay.
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 Randy, have you been following the show here lately? That's a thing we do now because I've got a little soundboard on here with sound effects, and that's one of them is no and
Michigan
okay.
says go blue.
Got a little bit. It flows nice and
What does that mean, go blue?
go blue. Oh, I don't know.
Steve
Don't want you to
McAllister
know.
said Michigan, go blue.
Yeah,
Oh, go Michigan. Okay.
turn my ringtone down here. So, this is what we're talking about.
No.
No.
And
Okay.
It's interesting
Okay.
that you guys have done the same thing I did 15 years ago, and we're going to do it again.
Goof off.
We'll get in, we'll jokes, talk like, and we'll get into the middle, a little more serious. In the end, we'll go for it.
Right.
I love how you guys just kept a straight face and just kept on charging through on that fart noise. Yeah.
Yeah, how are we supposed to? Oh boy. So, what are we doing today? Did you have any topics, Reverend?
Well, I tell you,
I mean,
oh, excuse me. That's terrible morning comedy.
It is terrible.
Better watch it. You know, we'll be known for fart jokes.
I don't even know any.
Somebody posted something on Facebook yesterday, and I thought it was hilarious. It said, there is no theory of evolution. There's just a list of animals that Chuck Norris is allowed to live. Good morning, Dr. Paul. He says, good morning. Hello, Randy. Jeremiah Umans, go Chiefs. He says, no offense. I'm a Pats fan. We defeated the Rams, he said. Congrats. I actually do kind of root for the Chiefs, too. I really can't say that I dislike them because I do live in Missouri, so I have to support them a little bit.
It's contagious.
Don't tell my family.
It's contagious.
Because we're all Patriots fans.
You know who's going to see the game between the Chiefs and the Patriots, which, by the way, is in New England
Your mom?
this week? No.
I realized that sounded terrible.
That did sound
But your
terrible.
mom lives in Massachusetts.
Yes, she does.
Okay, so who's going? Who's going to see it?
Melinda.
Oh, yeah, they do. I don't know how they can do all that. I would love to see just a real-life professional football game. I've never been to one. Have you ever been to one?
No.
Randy?
Yes, sir.
Is
Lambeau Field.
Was it in 2015 whenever your team beat my team in the Super Bowl? Not 2015. It was 2000. No, it was 95, 96 or something like that. 96 or 97 whenever the Patriots played the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And lost.
And lost. Not by much, but that's before Brady.
That was, yeah.
People say, oh, the quarterback doesn't make the team, but the quarterback does do quite a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you look at all the players that have played for the Patriots, they've come and gone and were famous, high-performing athletes while they were there and are nothing now. Were nothing before.
Yeah. The Patriots, they're just like they're what you would call.
Their coach is an anomaly.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah, he has to be.
I mean, they're all elite.
He's the grand wizard,
teachers.
like the grand wizard of coaches.
Let me
Yeah.
pull you in on something. 'Cause probably nobody out there even thinks of this. The Green Bay Packers won world championships 7 times in the 60s. But the first 5, there was no Super Bowl. So when you won the championship from the NFL, you won, you know.
Umans was born in Wisconsin. That's why he says he's Canadian.
So when they talk about Patriots, they really ought to put the Packers in with them.
Did you have to shovel the snow off the seats?
I never did that, but they pay.
Morning, Steve McAllister. Morning, Karen McIntyre. Ron DeRay, we've already said that. She says, I'm glad you stopped. That was last night. Cowboys? No. The Cowboys were an overrated thing back whenever I was in just starting like junior high and high school. That's whenever they became a dynasty. Now, I do have an autographed picture of what's the famous quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys?
Meredith?
No.
Roger Staubach?
No, I'm talking about in the past.
Oh.
What is his name?
Caitlin?
No. Did you just say? He was one of the most famous quarterbacks for the Dallas Cowboys. He was the quarterback whenever they became a
who?
dynasty. The Hallis Bowdoys. There we go. It rhymes with that. One of our viewers will tell us. I got to catch up on our
I'm
comments.
going to be in trouble. Rhonda's going to be mad at me now.
Jeremy says
I
he's
said
born
the
in
who.
a German community. And I said something on...
Hey, Scott.
I can't remember what I said to somebody. They were talking about something about Germany, and I said, "Well, I mean, as long as you're not far from pooping, you're okay." And because they were talking about like language and stuff, different languages, and they just passed right on by it. Comedy gold, and they just missed it.
Missed it.
Tom Brady has too many rings. No, he doesn't. I'm
How
a
many
Pats
fingers
fan.
does he have?
6. He's got
Seems to me
6
he's got
rings.
4 more.
Or he may have 5.
You can't take it away
5
from
or
them.
6. What do they say? I saw a meme where it said if the haters try to call Tom Brady and they hang up after 4 rings, they won't catch him because he only picks up after 6 rings or something like that.
What?
Only answers after 6 rings, something like that. You know, because I believe he's got 6. I can't remember now. So Steve McAllister says I have been to a pro game. Well, that's good. Do you shovel the snow off the seats, Randy? That's a question from Steve
No,
Schultz.
I live a long ways from Green Bay, but I would if when I was a kid. I think they'd be $10 an hour or something, maybe 15.
Scott Holland says, "Hello, everyone."
Hello.
He's a Steelers fan. Well, nobody's perfect. Rhonda Ray says, "Aikman, yes, Troy Aikman. Thank you so much, Rhonda Ray. You're a lifesaver."
See, I'm a Kansas
I got an autographed picture of him because his dealership was across the street from where my aunt worked, and she took a picture of him, and then had it
Her son
developed.
was born over there.
Born over where?
I don't know. Rhonda's.
You said it to me. My son was born over there.
I'm a Kansas City fan too. They're in the AFL, so only time I have to worry about is the Super Bowl. Then I go back to Packers.
Steve McAllister says, "By the way, Stephanie will be glad to be on next Tuesday on the morning drive." When he says "on," that means we're going to be calling her. Rachel will be with him, so we're going to have Rachel and Steve McAllister in the studio next Tuesday
All right.
because he started his show his new show this Tuesday,
Oh,
and it's preliminary, so we're still working out some bugs, and we will continue to do so. And you'll be starting one tomorrow, which I need to get with Jackie and let her know so she can put it in the newsletter. And yours is going to be called
the New Spirit of America Hour.
the New Spirit of America Hour. So tune in. He's got a lot more content than we do, so and his is way more planned out than ours. Rhonda Ray said her son in Germany named his boy Emmett.
Emmett.
But it says Emmett and then Germany. Is his name Emmett Germany? Or is it
Interesting
Emmett
name.
after Emmett Smith? Huh?
It's an interesting name.
Because Emmett Smith was a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
He won the first.
I haven't seen a single professional football game this year.
He won the first Dancing with the Stars.
I'm too busy.
Did you know that?
No.
Emmett Smith. He won the first Dancing with
I
the
had
Stars.
his rookie card. It was a wild card that whenever he first, and I guess you'd call it a rookie card. You know, it was one of his when he was just fresh into the professional football scene.
Well, he turned out to be something.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Bo Jackson? Bo knows baseball.
Everybody knows Bo
Bo knows football. He
I
played like
kinda-
every sport there was.
in professional league.
And he also in professional league, and he also had a campaign, violence. Don't play that game. Remember that?
No.
Back in the early '90s.
No.
He was talking about he was going out against violence in the inner cities and stuff. So he had a big old campaign, video campaign about violence and not resorting to it. So, Rhonda Ray said my son was born in Germany. Ah. Dad, wie nach dem Grab Südtröben herab. I don't know. I don't know if that's even real German. I actually sang a German song in high school for a competition, and we had to utilize the knowledge of the German foreign exchange student to help us pronounce the words properly. Yeah, and to even be able to read it. But anyways,
Must
that's
have
neither
been
here
a
nor
pretty slick stage.
yeah.
Comes to me in the bibliothek.
Yeah, that's Spanish for the library, isn't it?
Far from
No,
Nugan.
it's German. For the,
Far from
Bibliotech,
Nugan.
that's the library, right?
yeah. It's
In Spanish,
German.
biblioteca is, I think, is the library also.
They like
Well, you know, because they're so close.
They are. They're right
One
next
in
door
the-
to one another.
went into Bitburg,
It's like
Germany,
bordering.
and
Insanity.
I took there's a bartender. They were gonna have a beer, and I said,
They drink beer warm.
That's not Reben. That's the guy looks at me. He says, "What are you talking about?"
Don't you cut that ribbon. That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
So, Randy, you decided to stop by today. I'm assuming that you had something that you wanted to share with the viewers and the listeners, or were you just coming to say hi?
I could never get a hold of you guys, so I thought, well, I'll go up there.
I don't know how you keep losing our numbers.
I'm spacey. I'm
It's
telling you.
like I've given you our numbers like 3 times
It's
now.
embarrassing.
No,
Hey,
I
you
got
know-
the last one.
Yeah, we both got the last one. You texted and emailed us both. So,
Well,
but just to be
anyway.
on the safe side, I'll go and send it to you again. You know what happens?
Hey, Uncle Ray.
Well, I had some
It happens.
papers I
Well, you
wanted
got
to
mine
give
now.
you. It's no big deal, but I want to go back and tell the listeners a little bit about how this started. back in 1995, and what happened.
We might have no choice but to
miracle.
give you an hour starting off. I mean, we may have no choice.
gonna
I mean,
need it.
I'm looking at that book right there, and that's one show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to need more than 30
It's
minutes.
not
You'll
really
probably
a
get
show. Well, it's in the
through
show.
the first page, and then it'll be time to go.
Time goes fast, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
But-
Well, we started, the morning drive was only 30 minutes when we first started. And we learned very, very quick. We just started getting to talk about something, and then it's time to go. So you really get into the meat of something, and then you have to go.
I'm
So.
excited about this because when we went off there, it was my fault because I didn't have it set up right. When I went down, it went down. Should have had people in there, but that's why we got him this time.
Good morning, Uncle
But,
Ray.
You got me for what?
You got. If I go down, you got it.
If he goes down, you got it. You got his show.
He goes down, right. What do you-
Like, if something happens and he can't make it,
oh, right.
it'll be the J hour.
And what day of the week? Thursday?
Yeah.
Right now, anyway. But anyway, God did it. We've got some interviews that are unbelievable, and I copied them off Beta SP way back then. It was really expensive then. And talked to Matt. We're going to try to play maybe a whole one, a good one, or we might play part of one. So we're gonna have a variety here.
All right, we're going to do a real quick commercial. Hold the thought, Randy. Stick a pin in it. We're going to do a real quick commercial. Are you ready, Jay?
I'm ready. You're there.
Let's do it. Merge! All right, hey, everybody. Welcome to my desk. We're glad to have you guys on the show this morning. Of course, this show is brought to you by NaturalSolutionStore.bz. The information is right there. No, there. All right, so go online, check it out. There's a product on there I want to talk about, and it's Super Hemp Balm. This stuff is almost, it's as close to being a miracle without being a miracle. I had a really hurt back, like my sciatic nerve hurt so bad. I was clenching my teeth. I ended up with a bad toothache, headaches all the time. My back hurt. I couldn't hardly move, and ibuprofen just wasn't cutting it. And then after Jim had thrown a jar of this stuff at us and said, try this out, and then talk about it on the show. Now, I mean, that stuff, I put a little bit on my lower back right there over the nerve. Not even that much, just enough where my fingers were shiny from it. It's a salve. And then about 10 minutes later, I was like, it actually works. I'm a skeptic when it comes to holistic stuff. I'm telling you, the quality of the stuff on NaturalSolutionStore.bz is almost second to none. I haven't found any that has the quality that this place, that this website has of any other place. Yeah, you can go to a head shop and get salve, but it's just not as good. I've tried it. It's just not as good as NaturalSolutionStore.bz's Super Hemp Balm. It lasts a long time. That jar lasted months, but if you use it a lot, like Dr. Jim Whining does, it'll probably last about a month. I didn't have to take any ibuprofen for a little while after that, so it's nice because if you take too much ibuprofen, it messes up your kidneys. So. This is a safe and efficient way to help alleviate pain from joints and other stuff. So go online, NaturalSolutionStore.bz, and pick up a bottle today. Back to you guys.
There we are.
All right. So, Randy Barr.
Sir.
Sorry, I love the way your wife says y'all's last name. Because we still have on Axe Radio sometimes, there's that little short snippet that she recorded.
Yeah.
That still plays on AxeRadio.com. It's in the rotation where she talks about you and her. It's just a real brief.
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes long or 3 minutes long. She's like, "Hi, this is Gail Barr," and I love the way she says it. That's a Wisconsin accent.
Yeah.
And and first of all, yes, Wisconsin people are big on cheese. That is not a stereotype. There's a reason why Packer fans are called cheeseheads.
Down the road, if we can get on Friday, if it doesn't bother Jason, then Gail can do something. But she's working.
Oh, we're not getting on Friday. My
Never?
Fridays are booked full.
Yeah.
There's no way
Well, he's
it's gonna
talking about
happen
if
on a
his
Friday.
he's talking about if we move his show to Friday, if we ever get it to where we can move it to a Friday. But that'll be there's already
Unless I quit my job.
there's already 2.5 hours of programming there right now,
So it's not gonna
and
happen.
I wish I could. You know what? That brings up a good point.
And then I have an early shift that day, and then I have a thing I do.
Yeah, you usually
after
have to
work.
leave early. Now, today you have to leave early, so keep praying for Jay. He's going to have a consultation with a surgeon about the bicep that's detaching from his shoulder.
Yes,
And it looks painful.
it is painful.
Because, I mean, even putting on your jackets and stuff that you need for riding the motorcycle is
Correct.
painful.
Well, yeah, and then it's throwing my back out too because I'm having to compensate and move differently, which I was already doing.
Now, is there like a brace or something like that you could put around here, like around there, here to help to keep?
I've heard that somebody asked me about that. Did they wrap it up? And they didn't.
I think that you might have like you see that in the old times, the part of the uniform of the warrior was those leather bands that just go right over their bicep. Maybe that is to like a brace or to keep pressure off of it. So like if you do some real heavy lifting, it doesn't necessarily tear. I don't know if that's something that you want to look at. Obviously, you don't want to twist it too hard or put it on too tight. You'll lose your arm.
Whatever's got twisted up and torn up in my shoulder is what needs fixed because I think that was really ultimately the cause.
Have you ever had a detached bicep, Randy? Sounds painful, doesn't it? It does sound. To me, it does.
It's
Yeah,
just
the
partially
In
detached.
the old days, it tore my cartilage different times on both
Oh.
legs. They cut in there. They cut in there and go in there. And, it
Yeah,
hurt.
because they have to snip away all the damaged tissue
And that wasn't fun.
because all that stuff just rakes over your nerves in there.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
No. It wasn't.
So I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really needed to talk about today, except for the fact that Jesus is Lord. Let's see what the
He is Lord. Amen.
we'll be doing a little bit of music here in a few minutes, just for fun.
Yeah, let's do that.
So I got a break. I haven't named her yet. Maybe Goldilocks. Oh, because of all the trim is like golden in color.
Get it?
So that is brass, probably, huh? I thought brass was more silvery looking. No, never mind. Forget I said that. Polished brass is very yellowish.
It's very brassish looking.
It's brashish.
It's brassy.
Are you Sean Connery now?
I'm sure it's brass. A guitar of that quality. I don't know what other metal they would use, and then to electroplate is kind of crazy because of how a guitar is used.
Yeah, the whole thing
It
is.
would just strip it off.
Yeah. And I told you about, having problems, maybe my eczema flaring up whenever I just realized this yesterday, like if you're exposed to nickel or cobalt, that can't be what caused it because I play guitar all the time, and there's a lot of nickel in guitar strings. So,
Are you sure that's not?
am I gonna? How would I? I guess I would have to get phosphor, or bronze, everything. Bronze wound, all the strings bronze wound.
It could be.
Can you feel your fingers?
Yeah.
Are they numb or?
No, they're not numb. Now the tips of them are because they're calloused really hard. I've got what they've called, I guess, I need to have a doctor look at it so he can take a culture or whatever. But by all the pictures and stuff that I've seen, it's foot and hand eczema. Hydrotrop, I can't remember what it's called, but foot and hand eczema, and it
Self-diagnosed?
self-diagnosed.
Nice.
Using pictures, all the pictures look exactly like this. All the symptoms are right.
Right.
The bumps that come up on the sides of the fingers.
Like a hand.
Yeah. Looks like a hand with fingers and a thumb. But can you see that, Randy? Right here,
Yes.
and here, and here, and
I
here.
have that, and I got some cream with a long name, Trionine, or. But I get that sometimes. It'll start to.
Like the little bumps and stuff,
Yeah,
and then
I'll get it on my ear too, and
Oh, so that's just straight out eczema.
yeah, but anyway.
All right,
Getting
so
old,
tell me about it. I'm getting old too now. All right, so I need to get a string, or not a string, but a strap that fits this tighter. But here it is, everybody. The newest
Beautiful.
member of the musical family.
Beautiful.
I totally just raked that with the. Oh yeah. See what I mean? That'll work. How is it? Can you hear me?
Good.
Is that too loud?
Nope.
I put new strings on it yesterday. I probably could stand to turn it up even more, but
Yeah, you can do that. Can't you do it from there?
no, everything's all the way up.
Oh, it is. Want me to turn it up a little?
Yeah, can you go over and turn that up a bit? So, you're probably thinking, what do I need with another guitar? I really don't need this guitar. It was a want more than a need. It will be put to use. 3, channel 3. Yeah, that'll work. So, yeah, see, it has a really good sound to it.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a... And you can lead if you want.
Yeah, it's got the cutout.
All right, so what song do you guys want to hear today? Let's ask our...
Color My World by Chicago.
No, you don't ask for much, do you? Rhonda Ray, that's a pretty... Thank you, Rhonda. Leaving in a hot car. Make Goldilocks hair frizzy. That's what Steve Schultz says.
Is it Goldilocks? Is that the name of it?
We might just call it Goldie.
I like
Like-
Goldilocks. I think it's a good one.
Goldilocks, yeah. Void prohibited. It's what is it? I'm trying to catch up on all of our comments and get ready to sing. Linda Fleetwood, welcome to the show. Says God has given us another beautiful day. Yes, He has. And Rhonda Ray says it's amazing stuff. I don't know what she's talking about. But she might be talking about Super Hemp Balm or something to that extent. Linda Fleetwood says, I would like to order some, but I don't know how to pay for things online. I believe you can use PayPal on that, but I'll walk you through it. It's I don't know, but don't quote me on the PayPal. I'm not sure yet. I should have looked that up a long time ago.
Me too.
Rhonda Ray says, Linda, if you follow the prompts and type in the information after each block, hit next on your keyboard, and it's by the space bar. She's telling her how to do it. And it will take you through each step. So it sounds like Rhonda Ray has actually purchased stuff from naturalsolutionstore.bz. Rhonda Ray says hello to Jonathan. Mm-hmm. Steve Schultz says leave it in the hot car or make Goldilocks hair frizzy. He's giving me a hard time because I left my Martin in the guitar and broke it.
We haven't seen Steve in a while.
Steve says I need a big boy strap. No, this is a heavy-duty leather strap I got here. I got the one
Where'd you get that strap?
I got this whenever I got the Martin. Got it from Guitar Center. Shout out to Guitar Center. They really, really, if you've never been there, if you're going to go somewhere to get any kind of musical instrument, they're the place to go. I did get the pro coverage, but they didn't have to give me a loaner when my guitar was being fixed. But the store manager, his name is Brad, and I'll be talking to him one of these days, doing a segment over there, and then letting people see it on here. I just can't catch him while he's in there. While I'm on the phone, getting really frustrated with the people from Pro Coverage telling me that I have to go through Martin first, da-da-da-da-da. I was getting frustrated. I'm like, so what you're saying is I have to mail it out, and they'll mail it back, or wherever I have to go to take. I don't know what I'm going to do because I have other guitars, but I was like, it's not the Martin. So I said I have to have one to play, and Brad, the store manager up there, while I'm on the phone, goes, "Hey man, don't worry about it. We got you covered, man. We'll give you a loaner until you get yours fixed." So, and they didn't have to do that, but they did. He even let me pick out the guitar.
Really?
I should have picked out the identical one because I wasn't satisfied with the other one. But I mean, I was satisfied. It did a good job. Thank God for that. Angie Terrabrood says, praise God. I don't know which post she's commenting on. Oh,
She
okay.
says nails. Stephen Callister wants nails.
Again, that still is one of our most, it is, if not the most.
Steve says give it to Tanner.
He's already got a really nice hollow body.
Steve, he's a monster. He's out of control, that one.
I really need to finish writing this song. Don't hold on to the past, 'cause life is short and it goes by way too fast. There was an emptiness in me until you captured my heart and set my spirit free. And I know where I will go. Please, Lord, let your light show from within me. Ooh. So the whole world can see. That's all I got so far.
Good.
All right, so that's the start of that.
I like.
Nice guitar.
I like it. You have to turn it up louder than most.
Sure is pretty.
You should come down to Billy Hale's
You gotta talk into the mic.
Billy Hale's country gospel once a month. You sing
Where's
songs.
that at?
It's at the Denny's at Branson.
Oh, he plays at the Denny's.
Yeah, and anybody can come and sing your certain songs and fellowship. And in fact, no, it's not this week. It's the first Saturday of every month.
So that would be this Saturday,
It'll be
wouldn't
this
it?
Saturday, wouldn't it? Yeah, it might be then.
Well, today's the 4th, so no. It was last Saturday.
Oh, yeah, I didn't go, but
It
anyway,
was this past Saturday.
I'll have a lot of fun. Meet a lot of people, get to sing a few songs.
I really wish we had Barney up here. We'd do Raise Your Hands. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could. I'll do a little bit of it. I don't know if I could do the whole thing, but well. Boy, this thing sounds good. Listen up and you will see He died for us on Calvary so that we'd have eternal life. He bled for you, He bled for me. He lifts my spirit, sets me free, and He helps me with my sorrows and my strife. I used to think to myself, why do I even bother? But I'm all changed, I've been rearranged. I'll raise my hands to the Father. Oh, raise your hands, raise your hands, raise your hands to the Father. Oh, raise your hands, raise your hands, raise your hands to the Lord, yeah. Raise your hands up to the Father, yeah. Raise your hands up to the Lord. I said, raise your hands, yeah. Raise your hands to the Lord. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, and on earth, Lord, let it be the same. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for what we've done, and we'll forgive those who trespass against us, and we'll give it all to your Son. Oh, give it all, give it all, give it all to the Father. Oh, give it all, give give it all. Give it all, yeah. I said, give it all to the Lord. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power, Lord, and the glory forever. Amen. Now raise your hands, raise your hands, raise your hands to the Father. Raise your hands, I said, raise your hands to the Lord. Raise your hands, I said, raise your hands to the Father. Raise your hands, I said, raise your hands to the Lord. Oh, raise your hands to the Father. Oh, raise your hands to the Lord. One more time. Raise your hands, I said, raise your hands to the Father. Oh, raise your hands to the Lord. Raise your hands.
Yeah.
This has got a good sound to it here.
Them pickups are not like anything you've had before.
No,
They pick up the individual sounds. Yeah, that was very nice.
This is I really like this guitar.
Did you notice that you could hear that more?
The sound?
The little picks of the individual strings that
Yeah,
you're getting in
you know, and
there? They're more distinct. Like that. Wow, that's good.
now you can make it sound like an all-out.
What are those? What's on the knobs there? Is that a? Oh, it's a G. It looks like a deer. What
That
was
sounds like a regular. You can flip it up, and it sounds really like an electric, like more for lead. All right, so what do you guys want to hear now? Remember, I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Look away beyond the blue. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do you remember me? Oh Lordy, do Lord, oh do Lord, do you remember me? Oh Lordy, do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do you remember me? Look away beyond the blue. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. I took Jesus as my Savior, you take him too. Look away beyond the blue. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do you remember me? Oh Lordy, do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do you remember me? Lordy, do Lord, oh do you remember me? Look away beyond the blue.
Love that.
So when I was looking at this guitar, and I told you about that, how, okay, so did I tell on the air the story of getting this guitar? Or did I just tell you
Yeah.
before?
You told me before.
But I didn't tell on the air. Okay, so I went up there hoping that there were still some sales left over from Cyber Monday or something, because I've had this one picked out for a couple months now as far as which one I wanted to get next. So I went up there, and there was one on sale, but it didn't have the interest-free financing like I wanted. But he said, I tell you what, we do have sales on vintage gear and used gear, and there's, the financing or whatever, what I was looking for. I look over and there's only one hollow body electric, and it's the exact same one that I was holding in my hand, just on the used side. And there you can tell this has been gently used. There's no, I don't see any scratches or anything like that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Very nice.
It's time for a commercial, isn't it? Anyways, so that's that on this guitar.
Very nice.
Next time I'll start a little early so we can do more songs.
That's a beauty.
Yeah.
So let me
Very nice.
take this off here. So be sure and tune in next. Tony Hammock will be here. Of course, Tony Hammock's already here. Good morning, Tony Hammock.
Good morning.
The new gold standard.
The new gold standard.
All right. Any final words, final thoughts? We got about 4 minutes left.
I'll give a little advice. I didn't always do it, but in the Bible, if you read it, there's so much on singing and worship and singing and singing.
Yeah.
God didn't make us so that we don't sing him to him. He doesn't care what it sounds like. If you go in your closet and pick a song that touches you and sing it out loud to the Lord, I'll guarantee you, you'll get knocked down almost.
Yeah.
And I came from a Christmas thing, and there were some beautiful songs in there, and I thought, I'm going to play that. I haven't done it for a while. I just sat there and bawled. And then I started repenting. I said, Lord, I haven't spent enough time with you and all that. But it's music can touch where words alone don't.
Yeah.
There's just no doubt about that.
Yeah. That's a very good point. There's a reason why, it says in Psalms, it says, I can't remember where it's at, but it says, play your lyres, your flutes, your bang on your drums, blow your horns, and it says to shout a joyful noise unto the Lord. It doesn't have to be a good one, and part of my lecture for Acts University was about worship, and the example I showed was the Veterans Church. Not perfect in man's eyes, but in God's eyes, if we're singing and if we're worshiping Him in spirit and in truth, that is music to His ears. We need to worship with our heart and not with just our voices. So
we were made to do that.
Yeah.
So I used to sit, and sing it, the whole congregation. And don't do that. You'll get much more out of it if you go for it.
Oh I think Rhonda was trying to help us write that song, so the whole world can see the whole world can see the man you made of me. That's a good idea, Rhonda. Thank you. So I guess I should call it I Know, or Don't Hold On.
I don't know.
I know that doesn't sound. Don't hold on. But yeah, I feel very blessed. I'm thankful to have Acts Ministry, and I'm thankful to have you, Brother Jay and Randy,
I'm glad
and
you're here.
everybody in Acts Ministry. Just, top-notch group of people. So if you're looking to go to a church that's not your average church and not at your normal times, Maranatha Chapel, first and third Sunday of every month, starting at 2 p.m., going till 4 p.m. Dr. Paul Collins is the pastor there, and there's also prayer and healing prayer. So I would recommend you go and check it out. If not, every second and fourth Sunday, starting at 2 o'clock, right up here at Suite 216 of the Plaza Towers.
Question and answer show.
Yeah, one of the lectures is a question and answer with him, and it gets really, really deep and philosophical and.
Yeah, because you could just pick a topic and then go with it until it's exhausted.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's the thing with Dr. Paul. I don't know if you could exhaust a topic. He could sit up there and
right.
talk for 2 hours. If he wanted to, about one thing.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, it's time for us to get out of here. Be sure and tune in next. Randy, thank you for being on the show with us today. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And it's going to be one of those things where we'll work out the logistics of it as we go.
All right.
And it's exciting. So, sometimes we may mess up.
Hello, we're back.
Did you merge us? Was that an emergency?
It was an accidental touch of the mouse pad.
All right, everybody. So that noise means it's time for us to get out of here. And I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on the Morning Drive today. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same channel. But be sure and tune in after our show today for Tony Hammock and the new Gold Standard. So until then, my friends, God bless you and keep you. We love you. My name is Matt.
My name is Jay.
My name is Randy.
And this has been
The
the
Morning
Morning
Drive.
Drive.